Welcome to Toffee TV. These are the player ratings. Arsenal 2, Everton 0. Another disappointing defeat for the Blues. But you know what? I thought we played well. Catch my full reaction in my reaction video. Player ratings. Jordan Pickford, I've given a 7. I thought he had one save to make, really, apart from the goals, and he made it. On the goals, I don't think there was very little he could do about them. Good strike for the first one. On the second one, yeah, very little he could do, even though it was clearly offside. John Joe Kenny, I've given John Joe, I'm going to say 6.5. I thought he had a lot better game than he did last week. He defended a lot better. He was a lot more, I think, proactive to the danger. But for their goal, I don't think he was quick enough to close down. And I think that's what cost them points there. But I think he was a lot better. I think he was a lot more of a measured performance. I think he dealt with the dangers a lot better. Being in the right place as well, which was a criticism on last week. Last week, I think at times he found himself too far wide out, certainly on West Ham's third goal. But today, I think he was a lot better, so I've given him 6.5. Zuma, I've given 6. I thought he was okay. I thought he was in the right place for most of the time. I think one of his problems is he struggles turning for me. And I think with Arsenal moving the ball quite well, I think he struggled at times at that. But he was quite consistent. He did okay. I'm not saying he was terrible, but I've given him a 6. Michael Keane, I've given him a 7. I thought he played quite well for his returning game. No problem with him going for the ball. And there's one obviously late on with Petr Cech, where he went in and I think Cech punched him in the face and somehow they got a free kick out of it. But, you know, he's walked away from that saying, no, it's fine, there's no problem. So I thought he dealt with everything quite well. I thought he was... Do you know what I would like, though? I would like to see in these games, and this people might disagree with me with this, I'd like Keane to be the captain when in these games, when there's no other players out there. And I'm not having to go for Tom Davies about this, but I would like Michael Keane to be the captain, because I'd like to see him given that responsibility of leading Everton out, giving him that little bit extra. I'm not saying that extra pressure, but just seeing how he did. I think since he's gone into centre-back and he hasn't got Jags with him and he is more the elder statesman, I think he's come on a lot more. And I think he's surprised me this season. I think he's been a lot better than I thought he was going to be for the games. So I'd like to give him that captain's armband and say, yeah, mate, there's the responsibility. Take it out there. You're our leader. Let's see you rise to it. So I'd like him to be the captain, if that's possible. Marco. Luca Digne, I've given a 7. Thought he got up and down the line quite well. Did a little bit better this week. I noticed when people tried to cut inside them with their left foot, he didn't give them such an easy ride as he obviously last week with the goal we conceded. I thought he was a lot better on that. Didn't get up as much as he could. I think he just lacks a little bit of pace. I think he's got a good change of pace. I just think he lacks a little bit of pace sometimes to beat people. But I thought he played quite well and is always dangerous. Good set piece, nearly scored. Petr Cech saved it, but did quite well. Tom Davies, who was the captain, I've given a 7. I thought he played really. When we played well, he played well, and I think when we dropped off, he dropped off. Or maybe it's the other way round. But I thought in the first half, he was positive. He was nicking in front of people to win the ball. He was not losing his head. He was going on some good runs forward as well, driving forward. Okay, sometimes his forward passes didn't always find the man, but he's trying to be he's trying to be positive, and that's something we haven't had in centre midfield. I think he put Walcott through with a quick early ball. And I think, again, I'm not sitting here going he's amazing, but I think so many people are so quick to jump on the negative part of his game and overlook the positive things he does. So I thought he did well today, 7. And you know, as I said there, it's great that he's captain, and I've got no problem with him being captain at all. But I think at time when we went 1-0 behind, that's maybe when a captain earns his money, gets the team going a little bit, and that didn't really happen. But is there anyone out there on the pitch that can do that? I don't know if there is, but I possibly would like to just see Michael Keane given that responsibility. Garner, I thought Garner was man of the match for us. I've given him an 8. I thought he was excellent. I thought last week he was it was the wrong sort of game for him. But today I think it was the right kind of game for him. He was everywhere. He was pressing. He didn't really have to get worried about the attacking bits of the game. Maybe that's because Davis was playing. His job was to just break everything up, and he did it quite well. Might have been a little bit fortunate in the first half not to give away a penalty, but I thought he was everywhere. He just kept on being... He looked like the Garner today that for the first, 4 or 5 months of his Everton career, he looked like that today. He was everywhere. He just kept on popping up. So I thought he was excellent. He got an 8 for me. Gylfi Sigurdsson, I've given him a 6. I thought his set pieces were terrible. Let's just get that out the way. I thought his set pieces were rubbish. But at times, he was getting the ball forward. And it annoys me sometimes because I do think he creates good opportunities. I just don't think people finish them. I think if people finish the opportunity he made, people are like, oh, what a great ball by Sigurdsson. I think we miss the fact that he does create things because people just don't put them away. But, he does... He's not always in the game, and I think that's always going to be the criticism of him. He's not always in the game. For a centre midfielder, I think he needs to do more. But I think more people have to finish off the chances he makes. Simple as that. Richarlison, I've given him a 7. I thought for his return game, he played quite well. I think he comes alive when he gets the ball. Maybe he has to come alive a bit more when he hasn't got the ball. But he forced Cech into, I think it was three decent saves he forced Cech into, or 2 good saves and just put 1 wide. He's always a threat. A lot of questions are being asked now whether he should play central. Would that take something away from his game? Does he need to be out on the left to come inside with the ball? If he played, I don't know. The manager knows best at this point. But I thought he did quite well. He just went out of the game too many times. That's the problem. He needs to be in the game more often to see all those quality parts of him. But when he had the ball, he always looked dangerous. He was always a threat. I've given him a 7. Theo Walcott, I've given a 6. He had 1 big chance in the game that he should have really took. His first touch was heavy and took it away from him. Left him too much to do. If he's got a better touch there, he's got a better chance. Obviously, he got the black eye. I don't know whether that took something... I don't know really how he got that the ball hit him in the face as it rebounded off the goalkeeper for his shot. Is that how it come out? I didn't really know, but he went off, obviously. There's a couple of times he was quite loose on the ball as well, giving the fullback an opportunity to take it off him. But he was a threat. He did stretch them. And I liked today, especially in the first half, how our front 3 really did work as a 3 and really pushed them back, but we couldn't finish our chances. So he gets a 6. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I've given a 5. I thought his forward play was quite good in the first half, but the chance in the first minute, he's either got to hit the target or he's got to pass, and he does neither, and he gets marked down massively for me for that. At times he was great on the ball. At times he gives it away far too easy, falls over it, makes the wrong choice. He's a player who's developing. He's still developing. He's 20, 21. He's still getting better for me, but he's obviously not at that level yet. Is he doing enough to carry the forward line of a Premier League club? Probably not. But if other people are not taking their chances, then obviously he's been given his. He scored 3 goals this season. So, yeah, but he's got a 5 from me. I think if he starts being clinical, I think he'll go up by so much. If he was a threat, and people thought he was a threat, then he would obviously be looked at so differently. Cenk Tosun came on, I've given him a 5, didn't really do anything. He had 1 shot. Bernard, 6, was a little bit, tried to use the ball well, but unfortunately the game was gone by then. But both of them did spark a little bit more towards the end. Maybe they should have come on a little bit earlier, but that's up to the manager. So there you go, they are my player ratings for today's game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree, do you disagree? Let me know. I'll see you later.